The man behind the GOAT has passed away. Lionel Messi's father and lifetime agent Jorge Messi died this morning at 68 years old, and the football world is in mourning. From a napkin contract that changed everything to becoming his son's closest confidant and advisor, Jorge Messi was more than just a father. He was the architect of a legacy. Here's the full story of a man who shaped not just a career, but the entire modern football landscape. Jorge Messi passed away early Saturday morning, August 8, 2026, at Grupo Centro Medical Center in Rosario, Argentina. He was 68 years old. The hospital's medical director, Dr. Carlos Macchi, confirmed his death in the early hours of the morning, but stated that no further details regarding the cause would be released out of respect for the family's privacy. The Messi family has not yet released an official public statement, but football clubs and organizations worldwide have already begun paying tribute. Newell's Old Boys, the Rosario-based youth club where Lionel Messi first played before moving to Europe, posted a statement on social media. With deep sorrow and grief, Newell's Old Boys bids farewell to Jorge Messi, a renowned fan, businessman, and father of the captain of the Argentine national team, Lionel Andres Messi. Jorge was the pillar and the person who supported with vision, rigor, and affection the career of the greatest player of all time alongside his wife, Celia Cuxatini. The Argentine Football Association also expressed its condolences, stating, "We express our sadness and regret at the passing of Jorge Messi, father of our captain and emblem, Lionel Messi. From here we accompany him and his whole family in this difficult time, and we send them the most heartfelt, warm, and affectionate embrace." Now, here's why Jorge Messi's passing is so significant beyond just being Lionel's father. He wasn't just a parent. He was the decision-maker, the strategist, the man who literally shaped one of the greatest football careers of all time. In the 1990s, young Lionel Messi was playing for Newell's Old Boys in Rosario, but he had a problem, a growth hormone deficiency that was limiting his physical development. Argentine clubs didn't want to pay for his treatment. Most parents would have given up. Jorge Messi didn't. He made the bold decision to move his entire family to Barcelona so that Lionel could receive proper medical care and training at one of the world's biggest clubs. This wasn't a guaranteed success story. It was a massive gamble. FC Barcelona eventually agreed to sign the young Messi, and according to football folklore, the contract was written on a napkin. While the story has been embellished over the years, the core truth remains. Jorge's unwavering belief in his son's potential led to Lionel joining Barcelona's youth academy in 2000. The rest is history. From there, Jorge Messi became Lionel's agent and representative, navigating complex contract negotiations, endorsement deals, and career moves that turned his son into not just a great player, but a global brand. When Barcelona decided to let Lionel leave in 2021 due to financial regulations, it was Jorge who helped arrange his move to Paris Saint-Germain. When Inter Miami came calling, Jorge helped orchestrate that transfer as well. But beyond the business side, Jorge was Lionel's emotional anchor. During the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, when Argentina was making its final push toward the trophy Messi had been chasing his entire career, Jorge's health became a concern. Lionel's emotional displays during the tournament were widely noted by commentators. The family later stated that Jorge was recovering favorably, but his battle with illness was real and ongoing. That World Cup victory on December 18, 2022, was arguably the most emotional moment of Lionel Messi's life, and it was clearly for his father as much as for himself. Winning the World Cup had been Messi's greatest unfulfilled dream, and having Jorge there to witness it made it complete. Jorge also played a significant role behind the scenes during controversies. In 2012 and 2013, Lionel Messi was investigated for tax fraud in Spain. While prosecutors cleared Lionel of wrongdoing, they pursued charges against Jorge for allegedly defrauding Spanish tax authorities of around €4 million. This was handled quietly and became a closed chapter in the family's history, but it showed how Jorge bore much of the responsibility and pressure that came with managing his son's career and finances at the highest levels of professional sports. In recent years, Particularly since Lionel's move to Inter Miami in 2023, Jorge had stepped back from day-to-day management, but his influence remained profound. Lionel's brother Rodrigo now handles much of the daily operational side, but Jorge's strategic vision continued to guide major decisions. What makes Jorge's passing particularly poignant is the timing. Lionel is 37 years old now, entering what many consider the twilight of his career. The question of what comes next has been quietly brewing, and now, for the first time, Lionel will have to navigate major life and career decisions without his father's counsel. The ripple effects of Jorge's death will be felt throughout the sports world. Athletes and teams have already begun sharing condolences on social media. Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, Inter Miami, and the Argentine national team have all released statements mourning his passing. Former players, coaches, and commentators who worked with Jorge over the decades have expressed their sorrow. What's remarkable is how little the general public actually knew about Jorge compared to how much impact he had on global football. He wasn't a celebrity in his own right. He was the man behind the greatest player of all time, and he preferred to keep it that way. His legacy isn't measured in trophies or awards with his name on them. It's measured in the career of his son and the precedent he set for how sports agents should operate, with integrity, vision, and unwavering family loyalty. For Lionel Messi, this is an unimaginable loss. Losing a father is hard enough, but losing the man who has guided every major decision of your professional life since you were 13 years old is devastating. At 37, having just moved to a new country and a new league, Lionel is now facing life without the person who has been his anchor for nearly a quarter century. The football world will continue on. Matches will be played, records will be broken, new stars will rise. But for Lionel Messi, August 8th, 2026 will forever be marked as the day he lost not just his father, but his closest advisor and the architect of his extraordinary life. Our thoughts are with the entire Messi family during this difficult time. Rest in peace, Jorge Messi. Your legacy lives on in the greatest player the world has ever seen.